So my name is Sonia Nguyen. I have been working in the district. This is my eighth year, and I'm a fourth grade bilingual teacher. I think growing up, I wanted to have teachers that looked like me, and teachers that were able to speak the language that I spoke at home. And I didn't have that growing up, and so I think that going into the field, I felt passionate about being able to provide that opportunity to students. Like I said, I initially didn't think education was for me. I didn't think that that was something I was passionate about. And a door opened, and I was able to go into this field, and I've loved it ever since. I can't imagine doing anything else. I love to see just the excitement that the kids have every day from just little things, little opportunities of learning. And I really, like I said, I wanted to represent my people. I wanted to make sure that my students, my future students, were able to see their own people teaching them. So again, the most exciting part about my job is being able to see their faces when they finally grasp something. Whenever I'm able to make connections that have to do with their home lives. I'll drop in a little joke about la chancla or something, you know. I think it's just seeing their face light up and then finally having that aha moment, like they finally get it. I don't think without those moments, this job would be what it is. But again, just being able to interact with them every day, it's the best part about being in education. So just growing up, just a little bit about myself. I was born in Mexico. I moved here when I was 8. I didn't know any English, so I had to, learn the language. But something that made it easy, that's a huge thing in my culture, is the fact that we value education. And that doesn't mean that the teacher's always right, but we do respect the teacher. And that's something that I continue to see in my students. So I think having that type of trust is crucial between parents and parents and teachers. That was always instilled, and even just watching my parents work so hard growing up, that maybe even my mom didn't get to graduate from high school, or she didn't even get to graduate from elementary school. So I think just seeing her level of effort and her level of work or ethic in whatever she did transferred over to what I was gonna do no matter what. So in regards to again, my heritage, I think I didn't know what to do with that coming into this country. I think I didn't know that I could be proud of it coming into a completely brand new situation. But I think over time, I've learned to become proud, but like secure about it. And I think that's something that I wanted my students to have. Definitely Christmas. When I think of I'm thinking of traditions. I'm thinking a lot of our traditions are connected to holidays, but I know Christmas is like a huge thing. I know Christmas is a universally big deal, but I think in relation to family, I think we get to spend quality time that we don't normally get to spend most of the year with our family. But obviously, like making tamales and eating pozole and all those things that, again, we can do it all year, but there's something magical about those times. And maybe it's the food. I don't know. Maybe it's the food that makes it extra magical. But birthdays are huge. Like we have to have a piñata at every birthday party. It's not a birthday party without a piñata. But yeah, I think in my culture, food and family is a big deal. It makes me more intentional about talking about our culture, because I feel that even though we know that we're Hispanic, it doesn't seem to be part of the conversation often, because you feel like you almost don't have to say it. But I think to me, it means that we get to celebrate who we are within our culture. And even with our students, it's been really nice, because it's bringing up conversations that we normally don't get to have, because they think, yeah, we're all the same. But the thing, even within the Hispanic culture, we're not all the same. So we get to celebrate our identities, and we get to celebrate the differences, and we get to notice that maybe in some ways we are more similar than we realized. But just the whole celebration, I think that's what it means to me.